Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pwny Montana, and today I'm bringing you guys the absolute best defense in Madden 20. I figured, excuse me, I figured I'm gonna start this a little series where I'm gonna bring you guys the meta, whatever the meta is right now. I'm definitely gonna be bringing it to the channel and showing you guys like specifically how to run it. So today I'm gonna be bringing you guys the meta defense right now, and that is dollar. Now, dollar is the meta right now because it could literally guard anything. For some reason, they changed it so that you don't get pancakes on the run. Some people like that, some people don't, even though the run is still OP as hell. There's no more like pancake situations where it's like, oh, I'm coming out in goal line, you're coming out in DB fire. Well, Pancake City. So DB fire is back to being one of the best defenses in the game. And I'm pretty much just going to go over a few things that you guys could do to make this kind of showcasing why this is one of the best defenses. Now, for some reason I like flipping it. It just a mental thing, but we're going to be coming out in DB Fire 2. Before I get into the adjustments and all that good stuff and everything that you guys need to do to become better at this specific formation, hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below on if you guys are using this or not. Like, what are you guys using for defense? This is mainly a pass defense. Obviously, you're not going to come out in this if someone's running I form all day, because you will end up getting torched on the run. You don't get pancakes, but if you're not shooting gaps and stuff like that, you will get torched on the run. This is mainly for pass defense. Okay. Now, one thing that we are not going to do in this is we're not going to base align. And simply because when you base align, especially in a formation like bunch, and I'm coming out against bunch because bunch is one of the meta offenses still. You have a new formation in the game called cluster, bunch cluster or something like that. It's out of the Arizona playbook. And literally a lot of people are running that. So why not come out in something that I can showcase and pretty much show you guys that like this defense is legit. Now, another reason is because on the outsides, if you do base align and press on the outside, the receiver and the cornerback are offset, which meaning that the cornerback isn't right up on the wide receiver, which means that if they hike it, that cornerback can get absolutely torched because he's not lined up on him. So he won't bump him off of his route. Nothing will happen. Now that they're lined up, he'll at least bump him a little bit. So one of the main reasons why this is such an amazing defense right now is simply because contains are back. Contains are something last year that were extremely, extremely OP. And the way you contain is you just hold left bumper or L1 and then press R1. And that literally puts everybody in a contain. But because we're not base aligned, if we base aligned, this cornerback goes out. I already moved him a little bit, so he's actually out of his assignment. So he ends up going out here for it. And once you base align, you're creating an extra step for yourself. Now, sometimes the base align, if they're like in like a spread formation, he'll end up out here anyways. So sometimes you might want to, depending on what the offense that your opponent is running, but you're literally saving yourself a step. But you move these guys in, you crash up, and that's like literally one of the most popular things that is coming out in the game. Now you hover right as close as possible to the D tackle, and you should absolutely scream in. He actually got picked up right at the last second. Let's run that one more time because I don't want my blitzes to look fluky. Oh, I forgot, you also spread your D line. Spreading your D line obviously is gonna help make anything come in, but you only spread your D line in pass only situations. You're not going to spread your D-line in against anything else besides a pass only situation, because it's your job to literally guard any run with your user. Now you run it right, and as you can see, he absolutely comes in screaming off the right side, and you're sending 5 against 5, which means that they have to end up blocking a running back, and once they do that, you're winning the fight at that point. Spread again. And this is just the blitz. If you guys want me to go more in depth, we can, but I do want to get into some coverage stuff that you guys definitely might want to be in tune with. But let's run it one more time, and as you can see, boom, we absolutely come in screaming. You have to make sure that you're hovering very, very close to that center just to help out with the blitz. So I'm going to run it one last time, and then we're going to go over coverage and stuff like that. Oh, he actually ends up getting picked up. I think I rushed the blitz a little too much, but that's on me. My apologies. But let's get right into the coverage stuff. Now, with this specific formation, you're always going to want to press. And the reason that you're always going to want to press is because you want them to think that you're sending that type of pressure all day at you. So you want them to be scared of your blitz. So every single time you're going to come out and move these guys in. If you get caught on one of these guys, then that's cool. You'd rather be caught on a cornerback than be caught on a D lineman. So this is the first thing that you're gonna do whenever you come out in this formation is you're gonna press, because then like literally like boom, and then these guys are in contained. Then you want to get into the coverage, and this year man coverage is a little OP. So I'm actually gonna call timeout real quick to show you guys one thing that you guys could do to help make this even better of a defense. Now, your personnel, you want to put your number 1 and your number 2 in the blitzing spots. Now, that might sound crazy to some people, but a lot of the times you're not even going to be blitzing in this formation. You're going to be running coverage. The blitzes are situational. That's why I'm not showcasing the blitz and how to specifically do it. Put your number 1 and 2 guys. Well, I think that was actually Jason McCourty, which means that is our number 1, that is our number 2 guy. And we're going to put Stephon Gilmore here. And boom. We have fast ass Jonathan Jones, and we have Deron Harmon as, oh, he's actually a safety. Screw it. Deron Harmon's fine. Safeties work because more hit power on the sidelines if they choose to throw it. If they choose to throw it to a flat, boom, we can actually boom them with that. So DB fire. You have your best cornerbacks as your blitzers, right? So you got some OP cornerbacks here. They think you're coming in as a blitz, but in reality, you literally say you're facing a formation like bunch. If you're running cloud flats, make sure that you're manned up on the tight end and the running back. If you man up on the tight end and the running back, the flats are taken care of, because those are the 2 main routes that people hit towards the flats. They have the running back on a table route, or they have the tight end on a hard flat route. And once they do that, everything is absolutely clamped up as long as you guard your assignments. I absolutely left my assignment wide open, and you're pretty much just going to be waiting for coverage sacks. In this game, D-lines are absolutely crucial this year. If you have faced somebody with Aaron Donald, Cameron Jordan, anybody on Mutt who's got a Myles Garrett, D-Law from the Cowboys, like, you guys know how important it is to have a good O-line or D-line, and it's just it really is game changing. Now, in this situation, the reason why we have our best cornerback guarding the outside guys is literally just to clamp everything up. As you can see, everything is absolutely clamped up, and by the time he ends up being able to make a read, which the only read on the field that was open was O. O was the only thing that was open on the verticals route. But by the time it got open, we were there ready to clamp everything up. My user in the way that I ran it, my user had to guard the running back. And as you can see, this is just a 3-man. We're literally just sending 3 men. That's it. 3 men. And by the time he could even cock back to throw that O route, we're there for the sack. Boom. GG's. And it's simple situational stuff. And that's exactly why we put our best cornerbacks out here to actually guard some of the receivers right from the inside, because man coverage is just a tad OP. So if you put somebody like Gilmore out here to guard O, then put this guy, your linebacker, to guard the tight end, user this guy, while you've got Jason McCourty out here guarding the cornerback out here. This is what it looks like right now. Put out cloud flats, and then honestly, you can even get a little crazier if you want, and start and man up your safeties on somebody. So boom, this is what the play is looking like. Actually, let's man up our safety on the running back. Now this is what the play is looking like, and what you have to do is guard this side of the field. So if there's a post that comes out here, this is your job. This is all your job, all the way out here. Like this is what your assignment is, because you're pretty much having faith in your defense to guard the outsides, to guard these guys, the running back, the post route that this guy's gonna end up running because we have Jason McCourty here. And like, so you're literally your job is literally to guard anything that's on the outside. So boom, everything is guarded. Boom, coverage sack. Once again, Stephon Gilmore absolutely clamped everything else up. And wheel routes are extremely OP. If you guys watch my man coverage video, wheel routes are extremely OP. And look at Stephon Gilmore. Glued still. Stephon Gilmore is glued, and the cloud flat out there pretty much made it so he can't beat him. Stephon Gilmore literally would have been there to play that. And that's why we have our best cornerback out on the inside, so we can man him up while still having our cloud flats out there, while leaving them to think, hey, this guy might be blitzing me. And once again, we get a coverage sack by the time that they are able to make a read. This was our, like I said, this was our assignment because of how we manned everything up. So because that's our assignment, we run down and we're there to intercept this play, even with a linebacker. You guys should know that linebacker interceptions are a little off. And by the time he can make a read, we've got this man coming through the gap, getting a shed, and absolutely being there to destroy him. Now, if you guys don't want to put your cornerbacks out on the outside, and you guys kind of want to leave your best players on the outside, that's absolutely fine too. Actually, you know what? Let me put Jackson here. We're gonna put Gilmore here. We're gonna put Jonathan Jones here. We're gonna take Jason McCourty out of here. Put Jason McCourty in his rightful spot. Also, in dollar, something that I did not mention, you can also put safeties in at linebacker. You guys should know this. And we're rocking the Patriots right now. So Obi Melifonwu is one of the best, obviously, to you're because he's very, very fast. So what we're going to do, come back out in our play. Come back out in bunch because it is one of the more popular formations. We're just going to come out and pat sail. Boom. All right, so now, say you want Gilmore to guard that route. Again, instead, just man up Gilmore while you got Jonathan Jones out here, and you can even blitz him if that's what you want to do. That is absolutely fine. You can blitz him. Contain. So now we're blitzing, and now Stephon Gilmore is literally clamped up on he's clamped up on the outside receiver. So what I would do in this situation, if I'm trying to blitz, is literally just man coverage everybody up, while this guy is making sure that he guards the outside. And that's what one of my plays would look like. And as soon as we literally, we're just gonna end up getting sacks, sheds, blitzing. Your job is to confuse him as much as possible, and this is one of the best formations to do that with because of how versatile this playbook is. So if you guys want to have your worst cornerbacks there, that's fine too. But if you guys want to man up people, then you guys have to put something in the flats to end up, rocking with that. Also, make sure if you guys aren't manning up, you guys have a deep blue going up the middle of the field, or you guys will be getting torched on literally just anything that's going up the middle. Like, make sure you guys have a deep blue just to help you guys out. As you can see, boom, absolutely screaming. And that was with just 4 people. That's how inconsistent, the blitz is inconsistently good. And that's something that you guys need to actually rock with. So make sure you guys are manning up people, because manning up is literally extremely OP this year. It's not OP, but it's definitely a little difficult to get past, especially if you're coming out randomly and you're just, let me just run cover 2 man. Let me just run cover 2 man. And then if you want, you can literally just blitz everybody that's out here. So you can have 2 people blitzing, right? And they're both, one of them is in a contain while you got Stephon Gilmore here. And in a situation like this where you're literally trying to confuse him as much as possible, I would man up this guy on the running back, and this is what the play is going to look like. You got your soft squat on the outside. You're absolutely blitzing from the you're blitzing extremely hard from the right side, and your user is there for everything. The only thing open was the flat with the tight end. That's all they had to hit. The only thing that they had to hit. The blitz didn't come in, but still the coverage defense behind it was almost perfect. But yeah, that is it for the video. This is the best pass defense in the game right now, simply because there's so many options on defense with the cornerbacks. Like, you can literally just man everything up. You can literally man everything up. I'm just going to man everything up. All right, we're going to man everything up. So this is the play. Everything is manned up. The only thing that's not is the tight end. That is literally it. But if you are doing this, make sure you guys still continue to move these guys in, because it's gonna confuse them enough so that they get scared and force themselves to pass. So our job is to guard anything. And look at this, the coverage sack, absolutely crazy. And you guys definitely need to get some pass rushers on your team if you guys are running mutt. But by the time, look, nothing is open because I baited the tight end route. So boom. So they have to look off that route. Nothing is open. And then I'm guarding this route as soon as he cuts. And that's it. The sack is already there by the time he cuts. This formation, this play specifically gets sheds. It's decent on run stuffing. Like, it's just a very, very good play that you guys definitely need to start running if you guys are trying to be elite on Madden. As always, my name is Pwny Montana. If you guys like the video, make sure you like it, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will try to keep this series like going, even on offense. We'll do like a best offense in the game, and this is to me, best pass defense in the game. $1. As always, you guys be easy. My name is Pwny Montana. Once again, signing off. 2 fingers as always. Deuces. Your boys out.